Hello everyone. Today I thought of sharing with you all about compulsive behaviors. Actually, if you see, especially in the modern society, people are constantly in so much compulsion. It's a lot of compulsive behaviors you can see around, especially coming up with this technology and the internet has made people even more compulsive. Acting out of so much compulsion. Today I thought of sharing like what can we do about this? Because it seems that it's getting worse and worse. These compulsions like gets more and more. And how can we stay grounded when the society is like quite moving fast? But how can we stay grounded without getting into this whole wave? So today I thought of talking about that. So what I would suggest to you is like each time you feel like doing something in a compulsive way, slow it down deliberately. Like don't give in to your compulsion. It might not be easy in the beginning, I'm telling you, because these are patterns. You know, these are patterns which is quite invested. And so there's emotional charge to these patterns. You wouldn't be able to just not give in to your compulsion. Like those will come out, but you can start small. So for example, like back then, many years back, I used to have this like each time. Like when I was doing these exams in the university and even before that, when I was doing my advanced level examinations, I felt very stressed with the exam pressure because I kept everything to the last minute, and when I was doing that, I felt quite stressed. And each time, whenever I felt a stress, what I do, I sit. I'm with my books, and I don't feel like studying, and there's a lot to study, and especially if you know advanced level exam, it's like an ocean. Like how much you study, it doesn't end. Like, so I felt quite stressed, and then. Like whenever I felt stressed with this emotion, I felt compulsive to go towards and start eating some sugary food. Mostly sugar is what really I gravitated towards. I wanted to eat some chocolate, some snacks, which gave me that sweet taste. And that's how I just acted out of compulsively. Like each time I felt stressed, I went out and just started eating all these sweet snacks. And actually, that wasn't helping me. And more days passed by. Like I saw uh, how this pattern is very destructive in my life. So how this pattern just went away was like, this wasn't easy. I'll tell you, this was not easy. This just went about for many years, I think 5 years plus. And so you can see each time when you're acting out of compulsion, there's an emotional charge to it. That's how this whole thing start working out. There's emotional charge to these compulsive behaviors. So if you have this compulsive behavior, like let's say someone wants to like whenever they feel stressed or whenever they feel stressed at work, how they just compulsively gravitate towards compulsive behavior would be just going out and just start smoking. in situations like this, what you can do about is, how about you start without giving into your compulsive behavior? How about you sit with this emotional charge? You just sit down. You're not just getting your phone and just order some junk, or you just don't go towards the cigarette and start smoking, or you don't go to the glass of alcohol. You just simply start and staying with your emotional charge. Just 5 minutes. You don't need to do, you can keep your alarm for 5 minutes and just sit your own emotions. This will not go away right away, but if you practice this for few months, I guarantee you that this pattern will go away. And charge of this pattern, like the emotional charge, will start. You're just dismantling that by doing it, because more you give into this pattern, more you give into your compulsive pattern, more that will get strengthened. That's how it works. More you listen to your mind, more that will get strengthened. So each time you don't give into, and then you just stay with that emotional charge without doing anything. Just stay, just sit with that emotion. You will start seeing this pattern start dropping little by little. And I'm telling you, like, addiction start from the pain and ends in the pain. Because if you, like, I remember, like, when each time I went for those junk food because I felt stressed with the exams, afterwards I always felt quite bad. Like, I felt really bad. So that you can see that it starts from pain and ends in the pain. So what I would suggest is, like, this is a second chakra imbalance, when you have some addiction situation. It shows a second chakra imbalance, which is you have excessive second chakra. And when you have excessive second chakra, like, what happens when there's a lot of water in, like, second chakra is about water and third chakra is about fire. And so this imbalance can even impact the third chakra, which is like more like what happens when there's, like, the second chakra is water. What happens when there's a lot of water? The fire goes out. It's just your third chakra. It starts weakening. The third chakra start getting weak and weak and weak. And so that's your third chakra. That's your direction. That's your willpower. That's your decision. Like that's where the third chakra is your personal power, and your personal power start becoming weaker. More you give into your addictions, more you give into your compulsive behaviors. So each time you stay with this emotional charge without giving to your compulsive behavior, like, what happens is that, like, you strengthen your personal power, and you without releasing, discharging this energy into the pattern, you get that energy back to yourself, and this strengthen you. Because actually, like, having many addictions in your life is like having so many rocks on your back. Even in a spiritual path, this hinders your path. Because how could you focus on anything when you are so addicted to so many substances? It's like you are not in your power, that these like food or the like the cigarettes or the alcohol, they have power over you. So remember, this will weaken your personal power, which is your third chakra. So it's very important that you stay with the charge, and that's the best. Like if someone has excessive second chakra, which is like more than it's supposed to be, the second chakra is higher, so which has a weaker third chakra. And if someone has this excessive second chakra, what needs to happen is you stay with this emotional charge. And more you do it, more you will dismantle this pattern, and it will give back your personal power back to yourself. Thank you.